Hello, I am thrilled that you are here with me for the Manifest and Negotiate course. So, you have some interest in manifestation and negotiation if you're in here right now. And what this course is designed to do is to help you avoid common mistakes that successful women make when they're manifesting and negotiating. And then what we do in this course is we give you the 5 moves that you have to make. And I get very practical with you all. So inside of this course, you can expect a mix of audio and video along with some exercises. There are some activities that you'll have to do. Now, we also cover some things that are really personal. I'll give you a hint. We talk about the top 5 people you spend the most time with. And so you'll have to do some self-reflection in this. Throughout the course, you'll find you have some PDF downloads, and sometimes you have a discussion area where you can comment, chime in, and share with other people inside of this course what you're thinking, what you're feeling, how you're going through it. Now, if you have any need to jump in and have a more robust conversation, which I encourage you to do, I want you to head over to the Winning Season Podcast Facebook group. Now, you're in the course, and I've told you what we're going to cover and what my intention is, but I didn't tell you who I am. So let me rewind. My name is Jacqueline Twillie. I am an auntie. I'm from Louisiana, right outside of New Orleans. I love snowballs and crawfish. I currently reside in downtown Dallas, Texas. And my office is also in downtown Dallas, Texas. I'm the president of a company called zerogap.co. I'm also a 2-time best-selling author. I've written Navigating the Career Jungle, which you see right here behind me, and Don't Leave Money on the Table, Negotiation Strategies. If you don't have those books, I highly suggest that you head over to Amazon, pick those books up. And this is the reason why. You want to get both books because what we talk about in manifesting and negotiating, when you want to take it to even a higher level, I have some great gems in these books that will help you take it and kick it to the next notch. All right. So I love lattes, y'all. Abso-freaking-lutely love lattes. I can drink 2 or 3 a day. And if I'm giving myself an extra treat, I add in some lavender syrup into the latte. If you've never had a lavender latte, come to Dallas. I will take you to my spot. I'll hook you up, okay? Now, with manifesting and negotiating, I want to give you a little bit of my story. I have been a full-time entrepreneur for 5 years. Prior to me starting my company, Zero Gap, I worked in global health operations at the Center for Disease Control, and that's when I lived in Atlanta, Georgia. I began to experience my own unfolding and go on a journey where I began to manifest some pretty amazing things when I decided that I wanted to live out my purpose to inspire women to earn money. Now, my ultimate mission in life is to eliminate the gender wage gap. And I do that in 2 ways. I teach women how to negotiate so that they don't leave money on the table, hence the name of my book. And I help women thrive in leadership roles. Because what we know is that people who are at the top of organizations, they get paid the most. So what I've really been able to do is work with women in male-dominated industries and help them advance. Now, how does that relate to manifestation? Let me go back. When I started my company, I had several jobs that were great jobs. I mean, I got paid well, was doing well, was traveling, doing all the things. But I had something missing and I didn't know what it was. So I began to pray and I began to say, what is my purpose in life? 3 years after I started praying that prayer, I came to a women's group and I was leading that group and I began to teach women how to negotiate, which is what I'm doing now. The night that I did my first negotiation workshop, over 100 women showed up. There was no free food, no alcohol. They showed up to learn. And I felt a fire in my belly. In the course, I talk about inspired action. That was like a big moment, a ball of inspired action that really was like, it was a catalyst for me, y'all. Ladies, it changed my life that moment, which is why I want y'all to pay attention to inspired action when we get to that part. Now, back to my story, because I want to get into this course, okay? I later on got my first client. When I began to manifest and do the things that I'm sharing with you, Deloitte came to me. Deloitte & Touche was my first client when I started my business, and I didn't go to them. And they paid me well, and it was a great catalyst for me to start my business. Not just that, my book that I told you about, Navigating the Career Jungle, I wrote that book in 6 months while I was working a full-time job. It was a bestseller for 4 months on the list, okay? I self-published that book, y'all. I manifested that success. But not only that, I got a call one day, actually it was a text first, from someone I went to college with and said, hey, can you come speak at my high school? And I said, sure, I'll come. It's 10 minutes from where I live in Atlanta. I'll be there, no problem. And then the follow-up text was, we can only pay you X thousands of dollars. And I was like, what? I was gonna do this for free. You're gonna pay me thousands? When I got that check, I was so excited, so over the moon excited. I was manifesting success left and right. So what I'm going to teach you inside of this course is the top 10 mistakes to avoid, because I made a lot of mistakes. And then I'm going to give you the 5 moves to make to manifest and negotiate. And then the third part, we're going to move into an area where I give you 5 negotiation principles from my book, Don't Leave Money on the Table, because they're so related to the way that you manifest and negotiate. And then finally, I'm going to give you a bonus workbook to take with you beyond this course. That workbook is called The Reset, and I'm giving it to you absolutely free for being enrolled in this, because I want to see you experience winning season as you manifest and negotiate. So ladies, hop into this training, but also make sure you're a member of the Winning Season Facebook group, because that's where we have a little bit of fun. I go live, we get into some rooms together, and we have a great time discussing our journey. I'll see you on the inside.